Hello everyone, I'm silentdeth, and welcome back to Factorio. We're going to continue doing a little bit of exploring. We need to find some iron, most assuredly. Some place to send our rail line to. So we'll just kind of drive around until we see something. Something that won't kill us. Not that way. Getting dark, and I don't like traveling at dark. And there's some iron. First little bit of iron, but there's also some bad guys right near it. Let's see if we can't find something better. That is a lot of bad guys, in a bad spot too. Okay, there's some oil, which we're definitely going to need. And some coal. So that'll help out for that part. But there are a lot of bad guys around here. We may want to look at going for a tank. What's a tank require? It requires a little bit of science. A fair amount of science. It also requires oil and explosives and all kinds of nasty stuff. I want to go through there at the dark, 'cause it's hard to see. I've already got some followers. Be alone. Still no iron. Or no more iron. There's something. Coal and a little bit more iron, and this is a little bit easier to get to. Though we do have to go through those anyway. Not seeing any copper though. Should be good on copper for a little bit longer than iron. Not forever. Some more oil. Some stone. We may or may not need that. That would be one to clear. Fairly easy to clear. Oops, ran into a tree or something. More oil. There's some copper. Fair amount of it. Okay, what do you have for us? Rail signals. Let's go ahead and get these since we're going to need them eventually. Actually, let's start researching the oil stuff. Okay, this is actually copper and iron. So that's a pretty good spot. Some more coal down there. Right there. More oil. Lots of wool. Alright, let's head back. But there might be some stuff up here. Okay, not good stuff though. Ooh. Leave me alone. A little bit of iron there too. Let's head in the opposite direction. Let's see what we can see in that way. Try going up, I think, and around. We can. Exploring this path. Okay, let's see where we are in relation to our base. We are quite far away, but going up might be a good idea. Oh crap, we're about to get surrounded. Those guys are persistent, aren't they? There's a fair amount of copper. A little bit of iron, a lot of coal. Probably enough to satisfy our entire need for the game. If we can't poke down just a little bit, enough to explore that area. Hello guys. We are. Export all that. There. Now stop following me. Okay. Let's see what is in this direction. More oil. More bad guys, which we have to drive by. Let's try going down. Even more bad guys. And some trees. And even more bad guys. Some more copper. There are a lot of bad guys right here. Let's explore this little chunk. Now where does that leave us? Okay, we're still north of our base, so. That was almost very bad. We put that rock there. Zip down. There's a lot of water right here. It might be hard to get by. Crap, another rock. No! Well, that's not good. Oh. Let's see. Oil processing. Okay, we want this next. I think we can build another car. Yep. If we can survive long enough. Okay, let's chop down some wood for fuel. That was a little bit closer than I'd like. One whole stack. There we go. That should allow us to scout for a little bit. Gotta watch for those rocks. We can't. do that. Shoot the tree. Clear up this little bit of fog here. Is that stone? Yeah, stone, okay. And then we'll head back. And see about going around these guys. More stone. It's hard to spot. Doesn't really sound like a very beefy engine, does it? Sounds like it's powered by, I don't know, a weed eater or something. And more copper. Could actually probably take out that. Just in case we need to come here. One less obstacle. And we would eventually have to deal with it anyway. Alright, let's head in this direction. Things. Okay, let's repair some. To find a nice easy path. Is that iron? There's iron. There's iron. I think there's iron up there too. Okay, so this is a nice place to have a track. Got copper, we got iron. We got, I think, more copper over there. If we could find some oil out this way, that would be awesome. Tiny bit of coal. Let's see. Still no ore. Lots of stone. I may have to get the ore from the other side. There was a lot of it in that direction. Is there another freaking stone thing there? Nice bit of open area here. Biomes don't really seem to affect how resources are placed. It's just kind of random placed based on distance. Go down a little bit more. And get through these trees. There we go. Okay, now there's a base. Another base. Yeah, another base. And that one had bad guys that are defenders. Oh no, a stone. Crap. I don't know if they're going to make it. This is really not a convenient time, guy. Let's go with this first. Actually, that would be good for loading and unloading trains. It says so right there. Okay, plastics. Yep, definitely need plastics. Need to move. Okay, we made it. Do not have enough engines to build any more cars, so we're going to have to hoof it the rest of the way. But let's see what we've discovered so far. So there's a bunch of iron and copper right near our base. Oil is over on this side, but it is heavily defended. Some oil up here, but also fairly well defended. Coal right there, stone scattered all about. I think we'll walk down this way and see if we can't see anything on our way back. Just exploring south of the area. We'll do it at ×2 speed, so we're not quite so slow. And hopefully we won't get ourselves killed. Let's, in fact, go ahead and do that. Could try losing them in the trees if worse comes to worse. Or there's those defense turrets that we built. Not seeing a whole lot here. Water is about it. No enemy either. A bit faster. Nothing. Very unusual. Absolutely nothing. Must just be how the random generator worked. Linked up with the other side now. So it does not look like we're going to find a better place for oil. There's a tiny bit of iron. We'll need to come up with a way to take out these bases. And from the looks of it, they had defenses too. Switch back. Okay. A base. Another base. Yeah, they have something. It's hard to tell in the dark if they had defenses or not. See, biters. Specks on the ground, but those could be anything. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to go after that. But that's not a priority. Well, not really. I think iron's going to be more important. Weave our way back. So we can put a pair of, or a wall up through here. That should be something we should take care of really soon. Robots. Bit expensive. That would be one way we could take care of that without having to go with science. That. We need that for science, I think. We could go towards solar power. That would help out with our power situation a little bit. Let's go ahead and the gate at some point. We don't really need this anytime soon. Lasers and rocketry. Rocketry requires explosives and flammables. Explosives require sulfur. So that's kind of a long path. And what do these take? Steel, plastic, and explosives. Steel, plastic, and... So I guess we'll go this route. And we'll probably have to hold off on doing the oil production next time. I think a wall across here might be a good idea too, given how many bad guys are up there. I probably am not going to be going north. We also want to do something about the stone. So those 3 oil things, and then might want to explore a little bit more out that way at some point. Need to decide if we're going to go with the iron first or with the oil first. The oil would help defenses, but these don't really need defenses, so we might go there first. Of course, I was planning on having the station over here, because I'm going to need this area for other things. Well, first let's get a little bit more iron production going for the remainder of this episode. We're still going at 2 times. Pop that there. Plop that there. And then we'll just stick that there. That should help out a little bit. Still do have a fair amount of iron. Just not producing it fast enough here. And we're going as fast as we can too. So that is not a good thing. At least we don't seem to be backed up with the red science anymore. It's down to being backed up with green. And we have a fair amount of engines. I don't know why you're not producing anything. Oh, you're out of iron, okay. Of course you are. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one, so we don't need it. Looks like iron's going to be a problem for a little while. Okay. How's power? Okay for now. Let's see, we're going to need some stone. Probably at least 3 of these. Go grab these stone blocks that we need. And out of copper too, okay. Grab some of that. Go. Now then, I'll make, say, 10 of those. Start trading out these. Here would be a good spot for one. So save us a little bit of copper in the long run. And let's see, we might have enough for one more. There we go. And we'll just take one of these. In there. All back and running again. Get rid of these two. Then we won't need to go down around this road like this, I don't think. You can just go over the water. There we go. Should make things easier in the long run. Now, where were we in terms of other stuff? Need a pump jack, which means we need more iron. There we go. Okay, batteries we're going to need, and explosives. Batteries we need for all kinds of stuff, including the cyan science. So go ahead and grab that. And that leaves us with whatever I was doing. Making a pump jack, making one of those, and then we'll make a bunch of those. And we'll probably continue this next episode. Like if you like, subscribe if you're not. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. I do read all the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.